So if you're in your 20s and you're anything like me, you are struggling with understanding who you are, what you want, if there's a place where you belong in this world, and maybe you feel lost. So I wanted to translate for you an Italian song by the Måneskin called Vent'anni, which literally translates to 20s. It's a song that Damiano wrote as a letter to a younger version of himself. And I hope it impacts you, makes you feel something, and most of all, I hope it helps. I'm 20. So don't be surprised if I create drama out of nowhere. I'm scared to only leave money behind, that my name will disappear amongst everyone else's. But I'm only in my 20s, and I'm already apologizing for the mistakes that I've made. But the road is tougher for those who are aiming to the sky. So choose the things that really matter. Choose love or diamonds, demons or saints. And already in this first paragraph, you can tell how powerful this song is. It touches upon making mistakes and drama. And I think when we're 20, we think we're on top of the world. We feel high and mighty. But our 20s are a time for learning. You should be thinking that who you were a couple months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago was just a silly being who did not know what was going on. This time is a time of speed growth. You should be making mistakes and you should be learning from them, because if you're not learning from your mistakes, then you're not learning and you're not growing, and then what's the point of it all? And then he talks about a fear that I have myself. He says, I'm scared to only leave money behind, that my name will disappear amongst everyone else's. And I don't know about you, but I really want to make an impact on this planet. And as somebody who has worked really hard in the past 4 years to save a lot of money and then felt really empty.
And I know, I'm not saying that money's not important. I am not saying that I don't want to become rich one day. I'm not saying that.
But what I am saying is that what you are doing with your life should make an impact, at least to you. Your time on this earth is limited, so choose the things that really matter, love or diamond. And it's not to say that love is not gonna make you money. After all, this is a band who literally started from playing in the streets of Rome to opening the stages to their biggest idols and touring the world, doing the thing that they love, making music. And if you watch any of their interviews, they're just themselves, you know, they're not trying to be anything, they're not trying to do anything. What they're doing is what they love. He continues saying, and you'll either be ready to fight or leave. You'll either blame others or yourself. You'll either run towards the sun or the darkness. Will you always be ready to fight, to look for freedom, to move a step forward and to always be true to you? To explain colors to those who only see black and white. To move a step forward and always be true to you. And promise me that tomorrow you'll talk about me to everyone. And even if I'm only in my 20s, I have to run. So in this section, he emphasizes the fact that you'll have to pick whether you want to follow your dreams and fight for what you want, or you conform to what society wants you to do, what society wants you to be. And that choice will determine whether you're gonna blame yourself because you didn't fight hard enough, you didn't try hard enough, or you'll blame others because you followed what society said and you're not happy, and so you're blaming them for your future. I really love when he says to explain colors to those who only see black and white, because when you have a vision, when you have a dream, people are gonna tell you you're crazy, people are gonna tell you that you're not gonna make it, that it's too hard, that it's too much, there's too much competition. But those people can only see black and white. You see colors, you see your dreams. Those people see only whatever society has told them to see, and to explain them is not because you want them to approve of you. You want to explain it to them because you want them to see what you see. You want to guide them. You want to show them that there is another option, and I just think it is so beautiful. Then he says, I'm in my 20s. And I don't give a fuck. I don't have anything to prove to you. I'm not like you all who are giving away your soul for money. From the eyes of those who are pure, you're just cowards. And to move a step forward and always be true to you. To explain colors to those who only see black and white. And to move a step forward and always be true to you, and promise me that tomorrow you'll talk about me to everyone. And even if I'm only in my 20s, I have to run for me. Here he keeps emphasizing that he doesn't care. He says he's not gonna conform with what society wants him to do. He's not gonna sell his soul.
Did I sell my soul to the devil?
Well, that would
imply the devil's actually interested in your soul.
For however unconventional and hard it might be to achieve his dream, he's following it through. And when he says, from the eyes of those who are pure, you're just cowards. The people that are selling their soul for money, that are conforming, they're just cowards because they don't have the strength, or they don't want to find the strength within them to fight for their dreams, to show the people that only see black and white that there are colors out there and you can do whatever painting you want to do. And he also says to move a step forward, to always be true to you, to look for freedom, because it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to move forward no matter how much people are pulling you back. In the rest of the song, he said, I have to run. I'm in my 20s, I have to run. But this is the first time that he says, I have to run for me. I have to do it for me, not to show you who I am, not to prove anything to you, but because I want to do it for me. It's my soul that I'm dealing with. I need to do what it takes to do what I love. And he is. And then my favorite part is the ending. He repeats a couple of sentences that he said before in the song, and then he says something super beautiful. So here it is. You're in your 20s. I'm writing you now before it's too late. The doubt of being nobody will hurt, but you'll be somebody if you stay different from others. You're just in your 20s. He's writing you now before it's too late, before you conform, before you give away your soul and you lose yourself and you won't be able to find yourself again. Because maybe you don't know who you are today, but you're trying to figure it out. But if you give away your soul, you'll just conform with whatever society is telling you you are. And you won't be able to find who you truly are, what you're meant to be. And he says that he knows that it's scary. It's scary to not become anybody, to just fail at what you're trying to do. But he says that if you stay different from others, you'll become somebody. Because what makes you you, what makes you special, it's what will make you succeed, because there is nobody like you. And you, what you have to offer, what your soul has to offer, can't be offered by anyone else. And so if you keep that tight and you just keep discovering and fighting for your freedom, then you'll become somebody. And I love it. I love the message of the song, it's just so good. There's also another beautiful song called Caroline, which is in Italian. Maybe I'll translate for you. Let me know what you thought about this. I hope you felt more understood, at least by Damiano. I don't know if you felt understood by me, but I hope you could relate at least to him and what he has to say. I usually talk about mental health and self-improvement. So I hope you go check some of that content out. I hope you like it, and I hope to see you next time.